Nation, you are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introductions. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruptions. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast. A podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introductions. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruptions. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought up. The potential is exponential, gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back. Like, what's up?
What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought up. The potential is exponential, gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back. Like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought up. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too. I'm a PlayStation fan too. Hey, what is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona. I'm gaming with Persona and one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast, and welcome to episode 89 of the What's Up PlayStation podcast, or WUPS podcast, depending on who you are, right? Listen, man, it's another great show. It's a lot of great things we're going to talk about today, man. It is Saturday. It is the morning. I hope you got your coffee, your tea, your cereal, your oatmeal, your cream of wheat, your eggs, bacon, sausage, pancakes, and waffle, whatever you need or you use to eat breakfast. I hope you got it, because we in for a good show, and you know it's going to be a long one. Pause, right? But What's Up PlayStation podcast is not just me. You understand? We are a two-man show, right? Two brothers from New York. And what's would it be what it is without the other half of WUPS? It's a two-man team, ladies and gentlemen. So help me introduce the King of the Bronx, the best lisp on YouTube, Mr. Live to Inspire, Mr. Let Me Eat, Mr. Michelangelo is the best in Teenage Mutant Ninja. J Bari in the building. Bari, what up, brother?
Absolutely. Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Man, it's a beautiful Saturday. It's sunny outside. You know what I mean? The weather is nice, like 80 degrees out here. I don't know how hot or cold it is over there, Persona, but it's like 80 degrees outside. You take a step outside to get that nice little breeze and that sun hitting you at the same time. Oh, beautiful. The PlayStation neighborhood. It's a beautiful day to be a PlayStation gamer. Would you be mine?
Would you be mine?
Nah, man. But what's good though, man? It's always a pleasure of seeing you guys in the chat, seeing the PlayStation Nation in the chat, the beautiful people in the chat. And yeah, we here with my boy Persona, man. What's up, PlayStation Podcast, episode 89. We're closing in. We are closing in, man. So
yeah, we closing in on 100, man. It's getting close. It's getting close.
Absolutely.
We definitely gotta do something like really, really special for episode 100. You know, I think it'd be dope. But yo, how's your week, man? How you feeling this week, man? Talk to me, man. How's everything?
The week been good, man. You know, like I said, the weather been nice. I mean, going for these walks in the morning time. You know what I mean? Just staying active and all that. Because, you know, working at home. Sometimes working at home, you get caught up being lazy, man. But you got to be active out here, man. You got to get them bones and that blood pumping. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
you don't want the bones to atrophy. So
yeah, yo, you know what I mean? So it's been a beautiful week, man. Been enjoying a lot of these collection of games that's coming out as well, man. So looking forward to, you know, the Spotlight Game of the Week segment because we've been doing a great job when it comes to those stuff. But yo, Turtles, amazing game. Still playing that. Having mad fun. Yo, Michelangelo is my favorite character to use in that game. And
you got the platinum this week.
My Mikey's sick. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
My Mikey's sick.
I got the best rap.
There's times I end combos just because I'm like, I know people want to move on. You know what I mean? But I can keep that loop going.
Hey, yo, listen. I got the best rap in the game. You feel me? Especially.
You getting cocky, my bad.
I got the best rap in the game. You feel me, Bari? We went through that. We went through that goddamn arcade hard mode this week. Best Raph and Michelangelo in the game. Don't debate with me.
What's the beautiful thing is that we went for that. We got the hard difficulty on arcade mode, but we was also challenging it like, yo, no continues. You know what I mean? Didn't want to use no continues. Eventually you get there because some of these bosses are cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
But I mean, we got it done. We got it done.
I mean, when did we start? Like 12:30, I think. Was it Thursday? I think we started like 12:30. We didn't.
It was like 11. It was like close to 11.
11.
Matter of fact, it was close to 12, but it was like 11:45 or something. We started,
and we ain't get it till like 5 o'clock. And we kept redoing. It was like, no, we got to do it again.
We did it 3 times because we got to the end. We failed,
bro. And for most people, man, that would have killed their spirits. They're like, nah, screw it, I'm getting off. We was like, nah, we doing this again.
Anyway.
Yeah, it was like, yo, we doing this again.
We gonna knock this joint out because I know once we quit, it's gonna be like, gonna be forever to like come together and like play it.
Yeah. So, that's good, man. You know, that's what's up, man. I'm glad everything is good with you.
I was your week, man. You know what I mean? You been a little busy, man.
I've been busy. Yeah. Listen, my week was good, man. I had some good shows this week, and I did a space. Yeah. I broke my rule, man. But listen,
yeah, 2 shows and a space, and was a guest.
And I was a guest on a pod. Yeah, I was busy this week, man.
It was a short week.
Yeah, and I was making my rounds. You feel me? But I think I broke my rule when it came to the spaces, doing a space. I said I wasn't gonna do a space for 3 months, and then I said, unless God of War gets announced. And, you know, I mean, obviously we're going to talk about it in the news, but, you know, listen, the snitch helped me out. So I technically ain't break my word. So yeah, I'm absolved.
We ain't going to do that.
I mean, I'm absolved. Come on now, Bar. You got to cut me some slizack, all right?
I ain't cutting shit. We ain't going to do that.
Let me speak.
You just broke the rules. You just broke the rules, man.
I broke the rules, guys. I broke the rules. You understand? I had to because... But in terms of work, you know, work is cool. I actually got my project finished this week too. I had to do like a big training to finish it up, train the department, the team, and everything. And so I'm going into the new fiscal year, clean slate. I'm good. So I'm very happy about that. But yeah, man, and shout out to y'all in the chat, man. I hope y'all all are good as well.
We see the beautiful people in the chat, man. What's good, man? Hit the like button, you know the vibes. You know how we get down, man. But
before we get into anything, man, I just want to shout out the members of the channel real quick. Shout out to the WUPS Nation. You feel me? And if you do want to become a member on the channel, the link to that is in the description. It's not mandatory, but it's most definitely appreciated if you decide to do so. So let's shout out the members, man. Light Gamer, DC Gaming, Trap, Ice Queen Gaming, John Donuts, Phillipson 22, Kyle Ward 789, Tarana Duffy, Eastern Conference Gaming, Stealth Guy Gaming, How Weird Gaming, Tactical Gamer, Alfonso Carter, AC, Steady Flow, Stir Crazy, Stardust Acero, GIAN-GIANTHADON, J Gamer UK, Cyber Dragon, Games for Eternity, Broken Saint 1978, UNIKRONN, C-Fresh 2180, Strictly Gaming, Viper Reaps Corner, Jay Wright, Blue Mustang 357, Damien, Magnificent Black, Henry Heck, Chi-Town Gamer, King Kiso, Bird, Jay Bari, Upchuck Gaming, The Wreck, Navigator 3221, Nariko, Gaming with Persona, that's me, Dreology 419, and 619, and last but not least, Mr. Go Try Hard Guy Uchiha. Man, shout out to the WUPS Nation, man. Shout out to the members of the channel. Definitely appreciate y'all for supporting us and rocking out with me and Bari. But y'all know how we do things.
Persona, before we get started, we gotta make a schedule announcement for the people in the chat and the WUPS Nation, everybody.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
When it comes to July, okay. July, very, very busy month for me personally, Persona as well. But July, next week's podcast, there will be no podcast for next week, July 4th weekend. And the last weekend of July is my birthday weekend, so there will be no podcast then as well. So just to let y'all know, in July we're going to be doing a podcast on the 9th, the 16th, and the 23rd. Just to update you guys. If anything changed, we'll let you guys know as well. Because I think we might. It depends on the news. Before 4th of July, we might, change the schedule a little bit up.
Yeah, depending on what happens next week.
Yeah, but right now, no podcast for the 4th of July weekend and the last weekend of July, which is my birthday weekend. So,
yep.
But also in July, we're going to be, we got some giveaways to do as well. So be prepared for that.
Yep. Also, real quick as well, for the members of the channel, shout out to the WUPS Nation. We did put out a community post earlier this week asking you guys what topic you wanted us to talk about on this week's show. For those who don't know, the WUPS Nation gets to choose a topic or topics that that they suggest that we should talk about for one of the shows throughout the month. This is our first month of doing that, and there was a lot of good things in there. So me and Bari was like, we looked through everything and we each chose one that really jumped out at us, right? So there's going to be 2 or 3 cool topics that the community suggested that we're going to talk about in the discussion portion of the show. So definitely stick around for that. And listen, again, we appreciate y'all. Shout out to the WUPS Nation. Shout out to our subscribers. Shout out to the supporters, the lurkers, everybody. We appreciate all of you, man. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to the community, right? But listen, y'all know how we do things. The rigmarole. We're going to get into these games that released for the week. And it's going to be it's a pretty decent week, Bari, I think. Actually, this is next week's list. So they don't have last... Okay, between 20th page, this page will be updated there. So this is next week's list. All right, screw it. We're gonna do next week's list. I mean, since there's no podcast next week anyway, let's do next week's list anyway, right?
Exactly. They knew.
So the Skya 6 Complete Edition for the PS5, PS4. DNF Duel for the PS5, PS4. Bari, this is a cop with a capital C. Okay, I'm on this heavy Tuesday. I cannot wait for DNF Duel. This is gonna be so fire. Shout out to DNF Duel. Escape Academy for the PS5, PS4. Phobia Saint Denifna Hotel. Dinfna Hotel for the PS5, PS4. MX versus ATV Legends for the PS5, PS4. Tour de France 2022 for the
No
PS
Persona copping that.
for the PS5, PS4. Absolutely not. The Legend.
I thought you was a Tour de France fan.
Hell nah. That's Court. That's probably Court that'll play that. I mean, yeah.
Why?
Why? Then we got The Legend of Bumbo for the PS4, for the PS5, PS4. We got Arcade Archives Thunder Scepter for the PS4. We got Cuphead, The Delicious Last Course for the PS4.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, that released on the 30th. Jesus. Outriders World Slayer for the PS5, PS4.
Oh yeah.
Yo, wait. Outriders World. Wait. Outriders. The expansion comes out next week. Why I thought, Bari? Why did I thought that? Yo, cause I had that pre-ordered. I thought that came out in August. Yo.
I thought that came out. In fact, nah, yeah, it's the 30th it came out. GG's.
Yo, that's not real talk. That's not getting touched till probably August. No cap, or probably the end of July after the tournament. I'll probably touch it.
Real rap.
Outriders, I love you, but you're not. Listen, I got a grudge match and a tournament. I gotta win. Then we got Rabbids Party of Legends for the PS4. We've got the Galactic Junkers for the PS5. We got F1 2022 for the PS5, PS4. And last but not least, we got Instant Sports All-Stars for the PS5. Interesting next week. I think the highlights for me that is obviously DNF Duel and Outriders. I didn't know that was coming out next week.
Sure.
But let me get these super chats real quick. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the supporters. Listen, Viper Reaps Corner, man. Appreciate you. She says Sunday is for the holy gospel. Saturday is for the gaming gospel. You heard? Yo, we appreciate you, Viper.
Amen.
And then Viper again, man. He says Michelangelo be crypt walking on people's heads. That's a fact.
Absolutely.
That's a fact. Yo, shout out to
Especially
Viper
when you
Reap.
be the boss. You got to do your taunt. Right.
Absolutely. Shout out to Viper Reap, man. He does our timestamps and everything on the channel. Viper Reap, we always appreciate you, brother. And then Gaming Addict, man, appreciate you for the super chat. It says, you guys ever beat Penance off of Final Fantasy X?
No, I haven't beat Penance in 10 because he came in the remastered version, right?
I believe
but
so.
yeah, I haven't fought Penance.
Yeah, no, that was a very random question.
That's a hard ass boss, from what I'm hearing.
Yeah. And then Enter Chico, man. Thanks for the super chat, bro. He says, shout out to the boys. Try Puppeteer PS Plus Premium for anyone who's never played it. Appreciate you, Chico.
Puppeteer is a good game.
Yeah. And then Chi-Town Gamer, man. Shout out to you, friend. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, shout out to WUPS. Shout out to the WUPS crew. Shout out to Jay Bari holding his own in that beast space.
Hey, yo, listen, man. That it's water wet. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I can debate a lot of dudes easily, man. I'm the best at what I do. What I do is not very nice. Trust me. I've been on a calm level when it comes to a lot of debates and stuff like that. Because, I'm getting older, man. I ain't trying to.
You old, man, right? Ain't you like 70, right? How old are you?
Absolutely. But I look 25. You feel me?
That's thanks to that skincare routine. You feel me?
Yeah, man. Take your vitamins.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Take your vitamins. Essential 1. That's what I got.
Yep.
But yo, listen, we are in the spotlight portion of the show. And for those who don't know, the spotlight is where me and Bari give you a game that we think y'all should check out, right? It could be a brand new game. It could be an old game. It could be a game from your childhood. It could be a game that hasn't even released yet. The purpose of the spotlight is just to spotlight a game that we think, or games that we think the community should check out, right? So Bari, starting with you, man. What is your spotlight game of the week? And are you going to break the rules?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be breaking the rules. I got a lot of rules to break out here. You know what I mean? Especially that Gaming Addict super chat got me thinking back like, man, I need to go back to Final Fantasy X and probably actually fight that boss. Because back in the day, we didn't have a chance to fight that boss. You know what I mean? So now that we do have it, with a remaster, kind of want to, tackle that, get that out the way. So yeah, Final Fantasy X, we're going to highlight that. Shout out to Gaming Addict with that question. And I got some other games we got to highlight, Persona. You know what I've been doing when it comes to June, the game I've been highlighting every goddamn week until that thing releases. And that is DNF Duel. You know what I mean? DNF Duel releases June 28th. PlayStation, I am very mad at you guys that you don't have the goddamn pre-order up for the goddamn store. Maybe it's PlayStation and Arc System or Nixon or whoever is putting that stuff out to the PlayStation store. I don't know why you guys don't have that thing up on pre-order yet. It's a goddamn shame. You got a pre-order bonus for the physical version, but you ain't got the goddamn pre-order up for the digital version. You know what I mean? I'm pissed off. But at the end of the day, I can't wait for that game, man. I can't wait for that game. I ain't gonna hear from me. Listen, if you ask me to be on a podcast, if you tag me on Twitter and it doesn't include DNF Duel during that week, you're getting blocked. You're getting blocked easily.
Facts.
I'm going ghost. But now, also, I want to highlight two other games. Sonic Origins. Sonic Origins, I feel like, I always love the original Sonic games. Those are my favorite of the Sonic games. We've been playing these games for years upon years upon years, but this package is well done. Like the way how they package everything, they have cool modes in the game where they have like a mirror mode as well. They have the boss rush mode. You can go to anniversary or classic mode, and they added like new little cutscenes to the game just to to refreshing things up when it comes to just playing these older games again. It's super super cool, man. I'm just like, damn. They really packaged this stuff up really, really, really nicely. And I didn't even know that Sonic CD was even going to be included in this joint. So I was like, oh shit, I thought it was going to be the 3 Sonic games, the trilogy. And that's it. So I beat Sonic 1, I beat Sonic 2. I'm gonna beat Sonic 3 because in my opinion, Sonic 3 was always like the harder, game for me personally. But what I mean, we older, we wiser, we're gonna go back and we're gonna complete that thing. But I feel like they did a really great job as far as the complete package of us packaging all these games together and us adding new little cool things to just revitalize those older games, which is I thought it was dope as hell. And the last one I'm gonna spotlight is Capcom Fighting Game Collection, man, the Fighting Collection. I know a lot of people's gonna probably skip out on this one because it has heavy hitting games, but it's not more popular than the games that people actually want from Capcom. But this collection of games is great, and they did a great job packaging the collection once again. So you have things like you have a quick save option, so you can be playing like a game like the story mode or the arcade mode, and you can like quick save it, and you can go to a different game and start it up, and then you can easily go back to that game and load your quick save and all that stuff. They added training room to all these games, which is amazing because some of these games didn't even have a training room. They have this game called Red Earth that never released in the US, but finally released now due to this collection. The game is pretty cool. It's pretty all right. It's definitely old school type game. There's a lot of cheap shit that you can do in there as well. And also, this game supports rollback netcode on every single one of these classic games. So this is pretty much the best version of these games that you can play because they have actually online. They have training room, and the netcode is amazing. So I felt like Capcom did an amazing job when it comes to this collection, and I think Sega did an amazing job when it came to the Sonic Origins and DNF Duel is coming out, man. This game called $50, rollback netcode, 16 characters at launch. It's gonna be a great time, man. So those are my spotlight games for the week, and hopefully you guys are interested in some of these games, man.
Yo, facts. Those pretty good. There's a lot of good games, man. I ain't gonna lie. For me,
because it shocked me, Persona. Real talk. My bad. I know I'm rambling. It shocked me because normally when I get these collections of games, it's just like, you just re-release the games again. It's just bullshit. But nah, they actually did a great job packaging these stuff, man. But I'm gonna shut up now. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I agree. I haven't picked up the Capcom Fighting Collection. And the only reason why I'm not picking it up, at least not right away, is because DNF Duel comes out next week. So I'm not really going to put time into that, personally. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll wait on that. I'll wait till, later in the year or something like that. But for me, personally, my spotlight games for this week, the first game I'm going to spotlight is a game that I've been playing all week. Going down memory lane is Final Fantasy VII PS1.
What?
The OG. Yeah, the OG, right? Not the remake, the
Persona,
OG.
if you was right in front of me right now, bro,
Yeah.
I would shake your hand.
Thank you.
Continue.
Listen, man, going down. Listen, I said this I think like a week or so ago, but all that talk about Final Fantasy VII, seeing Crisis Core, and just everything that all the news and all the talks and just all this Final Fantasy news we've been getting the past couple weeks, it really had me feeling like really, really like good, really high, especially on the Final Fantasy VII 20th anniversary stream. So I was like, you know what, man, let me go back and replay the original, especially since Crisis Core is coming out, Crisis Core Reunion is coming out really soon. So I've been playing Final Fantasy VII OG. I just got the Costa del Sol last night. Listen, man, it's for this game, real talk, for this game to be a PS1 game, it really still holds up, man. It holds up really, really well when it comes to like the cutscenes, the story, the dynamic between the characters, the combat, everything just it's perfect. Like, for real. I'm sitting there smiling playing this and I'm just like, seeing like the Sephiroth and Cloud scenes, especially in Nibble and Mount Nibble and Nibelheim. I'm just like, man.
That's where you
I'm
going
so
next.
happy. Yeah. After Costa, so I'm going to Nibelheim. I'm enjoying it, man. It's like I feel like a kid again playing this, and it still feels refreshing. All that stuff. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. So Final Fantasy VII OG. I'm probably gonna go from Final Fantasy after I beat Final Fantasy VII. I do want to beat 9 because 9 I never beat 9. And I started 9, I think last year, but I had put it down for some other games. But it's summertime, so summertime gaming. So definitely 7 and then 9 for sure. But outside of that, my second spotlight game. Yes, we breaking the rules, ladies and gentlemen. We breaking the rules, right?
You're a rule breaker. You're just a rebel.
Yes, sir. I'm a rebel. The second, my spotlight game, and I'm probably going to spotlight this probably once or twice a month until it releases this year. Probably. But my second spotlight game of this week is going to be God of War Ragnarok.
Oh, Persona, you going too far now.
Oh no, I haven't gone far enough, Jay Bari. I haven't gone far enough. Listen, God of War Ragnarok, which is releasing in 2022. Ragnarok is coming. Listen, man, I'm so excited and so hyped for God of War Ragnarok. It is like at the tippy top of my most anticipated games of this year. It's at the top of the list for me. For me personally, it's at the top. And it's releasing in 2022. I can't wait to play it. I can't wait to pre-order it. Listen, if it's got a collector's edition, it's getting pre-ordered. If it's got the digital deluxe, it's getting listen, this game I need this game. I want this game. I'm so excited for this game. I can't wait to see more gameplay, get the release date and things like that. Say it again.
To wrap up the series.
Yeah, it's wrapping it up. Like, this is gonna be a much bigger game than what we got with God of War 2018, because it's wrapping up the whole series. It's not going to be a 3-game series. It's going to be 2 games. So this game is going to be extremely long. Pause. And we're talking maybe like 40 or 50 hours of like story and like gameplay and stuff, which I love. I'm happy about. That makes me happy. So I can't wait for this game. God of War Ragnarok is coming in 2022.
Persona,
I can't wait.
What if Ragnarok releases in October? What you gonna do?
Oh no! If it releases in October, it's getting played first. Yo, listen. If God of War Ragnarok releases in October, my list is going as follows: God of War Ragnarok, Forspoken, Gotham Knights, Modern Warfare 2.
Persona. What if God of War releases next week?
It's getting played first. It's getting played first. What you mean? Listen, I love DNF Duel to the high heavens, but that God of War Ragnarok is most definitely getting played first. Hands down. Hands down.
Say he got a grudge match. He got to win. He say God of War.
Listen, God of War, man. God of War takes precedence,
I respect it. I respect
it. It takes precedence. But yeah, so God of War and Final Fantasy VII OG PS1. Those are my spotlight games for the week, man. And those are our spotlight games.
So and let us know in the chat, in the comments, what are y'all spotlight games this week, man? We love to know.
Also, to let y'all know that Disgaea 6 demo is up on the PlayStation Store, so you can definitely go and start that up and play the game. Strategy, turn-based game, so classic. You gotta think when you play as Disgaea, but the characters are mad super fun. And also, a demo is up is JoJo Bizarre Adventures, that all-star battle.
I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm not feeling it. I played that demo this week as well. I dabbled in it for a little bit. It's not for me, man. I'm good. I'm good.
The demo's up, but it's a skip for me because no rollback.
It's good.
The net code, they saying that it's still the same from PS3. People still like they desynced and they're not synced up with the people actually pressing a button or whatnot.
What?
Same thing with like Demon Slayer. So I'm just like, I'm Gucci.
I'm good. I'm not buying that. I'm glad I didn't pre-order. I'm like, nah, let me wait. Yeah, I'm good. I played it. I'm good. But yo, listen, man, let's get into the news, man. There's a lot of news that we're gonna talk about here today, guys. And we're gonna start with real quick. Oops, nope, no news, not yet. Real quick, Bari. So we both platinum Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles this week.
Whoa!
Right? Yes, the platinum. This is what gamers do, Bari. We actually play the games. We getting the platinums. We getting the trophies.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So real quick, man. Give us your just quick review. Give us your review. Give us your score. What you scoring it, man? We've done all we could do in the game. Give the people your mini review and your score.
Yeah, I'm giving the game a 9 out of 10. I felt like this game was great. I feel like all the characters that's within the game, they got 7 characters in the game, and all of them play differently and feel different in a game that's pretty simple to play. But yeah, I overall love the stages. I love the nostalgic trip with the game. I love the challenges that bosses can give in the game. I love the fact that you can play this game, locally, co-op or online, which PlayStation is only limited to 4 people locally. But online, you can play up to 6, which is chaotic, but it's still mad fun. And shout out to everybody that joined us and played it online. When we did a 6-man or we did the 5-man or the 3-man, people can drop in and drop out. I love that fact as well, that it's not only that you can just boot it up with your friends. You can check to see who's playing on what stage they're on, and you can join in on people and play with random people as well. So that is very seamless. But the reason why I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 is due to the fact that there was some technical hiccups where the game crashed on me like 5 times. I don't know what the reason was. There was some technical hiccups when it came to like joining up with a friend, where it would show that you're in the lobby, but you're not in the lobby. You know what I mean? Where people have to just drop in, drop out, and then come back in. Those small little details here and there when it comes to the technical aspect of the game. But overall, I loved it. I platinum the game, but I'm still playing it. You know what I mean? Because other people want to get the platinum as well and all that. And Michelangelo's definitely the best character in the game.
Oh boy.
Fun wise, in my opinion,
he's very fun. I will say that.
Yeah, he's mad fun, and he got a lot of swag with his combos. And also shout out to the PlayStation Nation for completing the game. 36% of y'all complete the game, so that's a huge percentage of people that actually complete this game on the PlayStation side of things. So yeah, big shout out to y'all, man. But yeah, this game is challenging, it's fun, and it's a great time, man. So absolutely. Yeah, 9 out of 10 for me.
Absolutely. Yeah, for me, real quick, man, I'm also giving it a 9 out of 10. The reason why it's not a 10 out of 10 for me is because I also experienced quite a few crashes. Especially when we were going through our arcade mode hard run. Thank God you could just drop in and out, because if this was like Godfall, where Godfall was freezing up and all that, oh wait.
Yo, Godfall had me raging.
Listen, man, listen. But
floor 27 crash.
Yo, listen.
Not a good scene.
Yo, no, I think we were higher than floor 27 when it crashed. It was like we was in like the high 30s.
I remember I tapped. I was like, nah, I'm good, bro.
And then remember, I
didn't play the game for like a month.
Yeah, I didn't play the game for like 2 weeks.
Fixed it.
I ain't played the game for like 2 weeks. And then I'm like, no, I want this platinum. And I ended up getting it by myself. But for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, listen, it's so fun, so nostalgic. I felt like a kid again back during the SNES days playing Turtles in Time with my family. You know, this game definitely brings that nostalgia factor, especially if you're a big Turtles fan, like I am. So it was so fun and really an honor to really play this game. Shout out to .mu, shout out to Triad. They really did their thing when they made this game. I'm definitely giving it a 9 out of 10. It would be a 10 out of 10, but the crashes I experienced quite a few times. But getting the platinum was really fun. Raphael is the best because he could take damage, and he also got the swag combos. Don't let Bari fool you, all right? Yes, Michelangelo got those swag combos. Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, I got some swag with Raphael too. I just ain't upload those yet.
Raph got the swag too. All right. When we was doing the arcade mode, Bart was impressed. He ain't say it to me, but I know he was impressed with the swag that your boy was doing with them enemies. You understand?
I seen him do some things. I was like, okay, I see you. He was watching the tapes.
Bullshit. But yo, listen, we love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the WUPS crew, we definitely recommend that game to the community. Definitely check that out. And like Bart said, shout out to the community already. 36% completion percentage. That's always good to hear. Always good to see. But all right, let's get into the news. Enough of that. Listen, we starting off with a bang, and we talking about the Snitch. No, not a snitch. No. We don't play that. That's Busted Out New York. We talking about the Snitch. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, we are talking about probably the best insider on the internet in terms of gaming, the best gaming insider on the internet, the Snitch, right? So earlier this week, he released a GIF because I like this about him because he does very cryptic messages like this, and I actually like that. It's kind of cool. It's not just like, hey, look, guys, expect this on this day. I kind of like this. So he released a God of War GIF, and at the bottom of the GIF, it has numbers flashing. So the 4 numbers that are flashing is 1110, which is binary, right? And so when you convert those binary numbers to decimal, it comes out to be the number 30. So a lot of people are speculating, are saying, you know, God of War is going to get a state of play next week, Thursday, because June 30th happens to be a Thursday of next week. So the Snitch hasn't been wrong yet. He's 9 for 9 right now. If he gets this, he'll be 10 for 10. You feel me, Bari? What's your thoughts on this, man? How you feel? Well, let me tell you the second part too. So the second part of this is he put another GIF that said order. So I'm speculating. I'm thinking that order means we'll get news next week, Thursday, and we'll be able to pre-order next week as well. But Bari, what do you think about this?
I got two things to say about this tweet here, man. You know, I see this new leak that he's doing here doesn't even have 10K likes on Twitter as of right now. The last leak that he did got 14K likes. I wonder why. Maybe because that game is going to all platforms, and maybe, you know, some people is probably upset about this whole God of War announcement that is coming out this year.
Yeah.
But the next thing I want to say is that how dare he, Persona? How dare this person, the Snitch, ruin our hype for a God of War announcement? How dare he snatch that excitement away from us?
Is he though? Is he? I mean, because
he's not.
No, I know you're being funny, but there are people that feel that way, and I'm like, he's not taking no excitement away from me. If anything, this gets me even more excited. Because
you're talking about you. You're talking about you.
Yeah, I mean, but gaming is a selfish hobby. Is it not, Bari?
Nah, when you listen, every day I go on this man's Twitter because I refresh on Twitter. I'm like, yo, what new stuff that he got leaking today? And when I saw the whole God of War joint, you know what I mean? I was just looking. I didn't even see the 0. I'll be honest with you. All I saw was the 1s because I get into that zone sometimes where I got the blinders on, and you know what I mean? I just see I just see 11, 11, 11. You know, like, so
Yeah,
I was
okay,
like,
you thought November. Oh yeah, I remember your tweet. You was like 11/11. I'm just like, yo,
yeah, I didn't even,
yo,
bro, I didn't
y'all
even,
really want
pay
that to
attention to no
happen.
zero. He could have put another number in there. I wouldn't even see it. All I saw was 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I was like, oh shit. And then you messaged, you was like, yo, now it's binary. It means 30th. And I was like, wait, because there's 3 1s and a 0?
No,
Or
4
something like
1s.
that.
Yeah, 4 1s and a 0. Yeah.
I don't know binary. I don't know that shit. So I was just like, okay, I got you. Cool. We in there. 30th announcement. Possibly announcement coming in on the 30th. It's cool. But yeah, man. I mean, we've been waiting for this. I'm excited, but I'm a little disappointed because I kind of wish that it was PlayStation to deliver this news. But you know, we have this insider that has been pretty on point, you know, delivering the news to us. So if it was somebody that been, you know, batting a low batting average, you know what I mean, I'd have probably like, you know, I forget this dude, but this dude is pretty much he's 100%. You know what I mean? So it's this is like I know that announcement coming, so my hype ain't really dwindled. But I kind of wish PlayStation would have did that, even though the devs have been letting y'all know, or letting us know that the game is still coming out this year. But yeah, I'm excited for this, man. This guy is on point. This is a true industry insider, and the one day, probably years from now, we'll probably get the big reveal as far as who the snitch is one day.
Oh, I can't wait for that day. That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, man. But yo, so far he been on point, man. So I can't even question it. You know, all I gotta do is just sit back and just wait.
Yo, I
wait for the
said
news to
this.
come.
I said this, Bari. Right. The reason why I'm speaking so confidently too that I definitely like I'm like 95% sure this is happening next week. Only reason because it's the snitch, right? He's been 9 for 9, so I have nothing to dispute that this is not correct.
Yeah,
because he's
nothing to really.
So I'm
His
putting
track record is on
100%.
point.
Yeah, I'm putting 100% faith in this. But if it's not right, obviously that percentage is gonna dip a little bit, right? But you know, to your point with you want the PlayStation to announce this. Here's the thing: Monday morning when we wake up and we see that PlayStation announce, hey, you know, God of War State of Play happening June 30th at 6 o'clock Eastern, you know, tune in for 10, 15 or 20 minutes of updates from Sony Center, whatever, right? You telling me you're not like, for me personally, I'm still going to be like extremely hyped. And if I see it before you, or even if you seen it and I see, I'm still going to call you, be like, Bari!
Oh, no.
Bari!
I'm going to be hyped. I'm just saying that the man is he's so on point. This man is on track like a box of Pumas. You know what I mean?
Facts, yeah.
That you know the news is coming. You know it's coming, but it would have felt better if you didn't know this information now. Yeah. And you get that news on Monday. You know what I mean? Now we're expecting the news to release and drop.
Now here's the thing: if PlayStation don't announce it
my
Monday,
excitement. I'm just saying I could understand that dwindle some of the people's.
Now here's the thing: if PlayStation doesn't announce it Monday or Tuesday or whatever, it has to be. Personally speaking, it has to be Monday. Like Monday morning, 9 a.m. That's got to be the first tweet coming from PlayStation. Like realistically speaking, it has to. But
it can happen on Tuesday too. But yeah, I'm going on Monday.
Yes, it can. But if for me personally, it needs to be Monday. One, because I do a show Monday, so that makes the show. You know, feel me? Like, but it needs to be Monday.
They're gonna announce that early.
Absolutely. Monday. But either way, man. Listen, God of War Ragnarok is upon us, guys. Ragnarok is released, and not only that though, but Cory Barlog has also been tweeting a lot of troll tweets, man. He's been also tweeting a lot of troll stuff, and it
I wouldn't call it trolling. I call
not
it
trolling,
teasing.
but like teasing stuff. And so I think, yo, listen, if this was a game, because a lot of people say, oh well, it could still be delayed and all this other stuff, and it's like, PlayStation don't play around like that, man. If something like this was delayed, this would have been known. Because look at Corey's tweets. Breathes in video games, stay a calm boy. Like, he's been tweeting like this all week. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
With the dots and all this other stuff. Hey, y'all, it's happening. It's happening. But, you know, shout out to God of War. Can't wait. All right, let's move on to some From Software news, because some pretty interesting news came out, Bari, about From Software.
Software.
Yeah, man, From Software, man. Hidetaka Miyazaki, he had an interview, and some interesting things came from that. So, an unannounced project is in the final stages of development. Miyazaki intends to continue to focus on directing games and is already working on his next game. And Elden Ring will receive more updates. How you feeling about that, Bari? You excited?
You guys are busy. I mean, I'm not surprised by this because if you look at their track record, these are the same guys that they co-developed Bloodborne, and Dark Souls 3 came right after that. And after Dark Souls 3, Sekiro came after. You know what I mean? Pretty close. Yeah. When did Dark Souls 3 come out? In 2016 or 17, something like that.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, what I'm pretty much saying is that their track record, they've been the game that they release, another game comes, pretty quickly after that. The most probably 2 years after that, something like that. So I'm not surprised or shocked that they have another unannounced project. But they say in the final stages. Damn.
You think that's Bloodborne
another one is coming.
Bloodborne 2?
Nah, I don't know if it's gonna be Bloodborne 2, but it could be, because that could be a quick thing to put out there, or remaster or something. I don't know, or remake. I'm not too sure.
Yeah,
but Elden Ring getting more updates. I'm not surprised with that. Huge game that's being played. They constantly reworking and balancing the games when it comes to PvP and PvE aspects. So I'm not surprised by that. But yeah, these guys are hard workers, man. They're working hard out here, where I guess they drop a game, and then right from there, a year or 2 years down the line, you got another game being announced or being released with them. So I'm not surprised by this.
Yeah, I'm especially coming from Elden Ring. I thought Elden Ring was a great game. So I'm interested to see what's coming next from them. I just hope that we do need a Bloodborne, because I do want to go back to, shameless. And I think everyone here knows this, but I didn't beat Bloodborne OG, so I would like to go back.
I'm one trophy from the platinum, and I'm right there at the platinum. That last final challenge dungeon. I just, the reason why I stopped playing that game.
Yeah, I know. But I do want to go back and play it, get through it, and get the platinum, honestly. But I want that 60 frames, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I want 60 frames. So I'm hoping that PlayStation puts out a PS5 version, like a remaster, director's cut, or whatever for Bloodborne OG. But if they don't, I mean, I'll give them some more time. But if they don't, I may have to just suck it up and just play it on the PS4 version. But
yeah, like an update. I'm surprised that they didn't even update that game yet for the PS5. I don't. If you're not gonna do a full remake of the game or whatnot, or remaster, how they had a 60 frame update for Ghost of Tsushima, or they had one for Days Gone, or God of War. I'm surprised they didn't do that with Bloodborne yet.
Especially when people have been begging for Bloodborne and for an update for Bloodborne, and the fact that it still hasn't happened yet, all this time later, I'm very surprised at that. I'm very, very surprised. But we'll see. Listen, I'm excited for whatever From Software is working on. So, we'll just have to keep our eyes peeled for that. But let me get these super chats, man. Shout out to Meek Gamer, man. He says, yo, shout out to you, Meek. We appreciate you, bro. And then Bird, man, appreciate you for the super chat. He says, since we talking about spotlights, shout out to Persona. Your pawn is clutch in Dragon's Dogma. Oh, word? You were playing on Dragon's Dogma and you using my pawn? Yeah. Listen, my pawn was a beast, man. Let me tell you about my pawn. My pawn is a beast. I made my pawn, if I'm not mistaken, I made my pawn like a holy tank type of character, if I'm not mistaken. But yo, man, shout out to my pawn, man. Still in the game, man. Hope you enjoy it, man. And I'm glad that I think I made a girl pawn. I don't know if I made a guy pawn. I think I made a girl pawn. I hope he or she. I hope they make you help you out through the game, man. Shout out to you, Bert. And then yo, Viper, man, appreciate you for the super chat. He says, yeah, PlayStation is not Microsoft. They not going to take a happy group photo and announce a delay. But this ain't the podcast for that.
Yo, that is savage as hell, yo.
Yo, shout out to Piper, man.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yo,
that's
y'all
crazy.
be savages out here,
That
man.
is crazy, man. But alright, yo, let's move on. So, yo, listen, Yoshi P has been a busy man. We just got the trailer of Final Fantasy XVI about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago now, Bari. And he's already on that media. He had said too, like, now they're going to be talking to media and going on the media tours and doing all this other stuff and providing more information. And this week, they provided information, capital, all caps, information, right?
He wasn't holding back on this one.
Yo, listen, it was information overload, man. He did interviews with PlayStation blog, with Game Informer, with IGN, with GameSpot. It was a lot of information. Shout out to Nibble for kind of bringing everything into perspective, right? But I do want to highlight something that Yoshi P said in the PlayStation blog interview, right? So speaking, one of the big things about this game is that it's next gen only, right? There's a lot of great things that's happening within this game. And so one of the things that he said, that Yoshi P said, so the question was, what are some opportunities afforded by the PlayStation 5 hardware that would not have been possible in previous generations? And Yoshi P says, with the boost in processing power, we can obviously make the graphics even richer than we could before. But it's the super fast load times that really impress me. In Final Fantasy XVI, you jump straight from story cutscenes into real-time battles and back again without any load times, making the gameplay flow at a breakneck pace. It's only thanks to the power of the PlayStation 5 system that we can make Final Fantasy XVI the roller coaster ride that it is. So again, power of the PlayStation 5, that SSD is putting in work, which makes me happy because we're going to be seeing a lot of seamless battles and cutscenes and everything. And it looks that way in the trailers that we've seen anyway. It just looks so fantastic, right? But shout out to Nibble for kind of bringing everything into perspective with all of the other articles, right? So in the GameSpot article, what was the details provided was that icon battles are played with multiple stages. Each of them feels different. Clive can encounter them as a small human, so he can encounter. So if you're traveling through the world, you can encounter an icon, and you just be you just be Clive, and you see this big ass icon walking around, and that might turn into a fight. Clive will live through different stages, so there's gonna be a lot of time jumps in this game, Bari. He's gonna be it's gonna
It's a teenager, 20s and 30s.
Yep. The game is rated M for mature due to its adult themes. So Yoshi P actually explained this in the interview too. The mature rating isn't necessarily because there's going to be a lot of a lot of sex scenes or whatever the case may be. He said the reason why they wanted to go for the mature rating was because that they wanted to not be limited to the type of topics that they're going to be talking about or dealing with within the game. So there's a lot of like political espionage type of things. There's a lot of different ideologies and things like that that really causes a lot of clashing in this game. So there's going to be a lot of those type of things happening, and that's then the mature rating allows them to really just like, we're free to create how we want to create and not be limited. So the mature rating was more of a I don't know what I'm looking for, but it just gives them free reign. Right. And then on parties and companions. Now, this was a big one. This was with the IGN article, Bari. Clyde appears to be the only controllable character. You will encounter companions that will be AI driven. So there is a party, but it's not a party that you control. It's all AI. And they'll be fighting with you, have conversations with Clive and stuff like that. But what they showed within the second trailer, Yoshi P had said, we did not want to have that stuff in the trailer because we didn't want that stuff to be spoiled, because there's some spoiler stuff with that. Torgal, which is the little wolf dog that we saw in the very first trailer, could be a full-time party member. So we might have a dog with us, which I think that's pretty cool. And Yoshi P will provide more info on that soon. And then with the IGN article, Yoshida, he also confirmed that Final Fantasy XVI will not be open world and uses larger zones instead to create a sense of a global scale. So it's not open world per se, but it's more so it has realms, and those realms will be very vast and allow you to travel and whatnot. On 16's combat, new combat systems is due to wanting to get new players on board, and because it fits better with the game's presentation. Defeating an icon means unlocking its abilities and skill trees, and apparently Clive can become an icon itself. Now, he didn't say only become Ifrit or whatever. I think Clive, once he takes the icon's abilities, I think he can just become anyone that he wants. And then last but not least, man, a Final Fantasy 16 trailer, another Final Fantasy 16 trailer will be coming this fall. Bari, I know that's a lot. To kind of
No, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. this shit's deja vu. Huh?
Talk to us, man. Talk to us. How you feeling about all this information?
I already spoke on all of this stuff here, but a lot of things that I've broken down in the trailers, I told people already that it's going to be parties, because if you read the descriptions of each biography on the characters, they already alluded to that fact. I already told people from that first trailer that. Or the first trailer, yeah, that Clive is possible. The icon trailer, Dominance trailer, not the first one. That Clive is possible that he's going to be turning into these icons, because on the left side it indicates you, the player, and we've seen two different icons fighting with Ifrit and Phoenix. But you know, when I say these shits, when I say these things, it's but Jay Bari. Y'all gotta wait for Yoshi P to get the confirmation. Deja vu. I already knew this shit. I'm sorry, man. I apologize because I know it's coming.
Hey, I know. I know.
When I read these articles, I instantly just went back to the streams, to the breakdowns, read the comments, see what people were saying. They was like, I don't know, man. I kind of doubt that.
Barry. They might not do that.
You know what I mean? I don't know. But I said that. No, you didn't. But at the end of the day, I'm super happy for it. All the information sounds great. Yeah, he definitely did a lot of information dump here. I mean, the game, we already knew the game was going to be mature rating for the first trailer of the game, but yeah, like I'm excited for this game, man. The icon battles, I know what they say they're going for like a 3D shooter type, fast pace. You know, we already know it's going to be in waves, because in one of the battles we saw like a bar, like, you know, separating the actual HP bar. So I was already assuming like, yeah, it's probably gonna be waves here, which is pretty common sense with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see more. I can't wait for that trailer coming in the fall. And yeah, I'm super excited for this game, man. This is definitely going to be one of those. I'm shutting down. I see you guys in a couple of days.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This type of game. See, getting all this information for me, it puts my my hype for especially these Final Fantasy games that we got coming, the next couple that are coming. It puts my hype like super duper high. I love when developers give like information dumps like this. It gives us a glimpse into like how and what we're gonna be doing and whatnot. It was I read all of it, all of these articles too, and I'm honestly loving what I'm hearing, like across the board, especially when it comes to the icon battles, and like every icon battle isn't going to be the same. Like one could be a shooter, one could be like one is going to be like a wrestling match, one is going to be more of like a Gaiju type of Godzilla battle type of thing. I like that. I like and love that a lot, and I can't wait to experience that stuff next year. So
you mix up the gameplay a little bit just to keep everything fresh and not like, you know, predictable.
Yes. And really and truly, the story, right? I can't wait to experience the story, because dealing with Yoshi P, in his PlayStation Blog interview, I know he was talking about, like this story and how they kind of built this is closer to like Heaven's Sword, and so like I know this story is gonna be crazy, because playing through Final Fantasy XIV, that story is pretty crazy. So I have a lot of faith, like really, really high faith that this story in this game is really it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit. And even with the combat, wanting to get new people in and old fans, he said, he wanted to make some in terms of the combat, he wanted to make something that would appeal to everybody. And I think
that's why
this
they
is
went
the
with
right,
action.
yeah, and I think this is the right route because with 15, when they had that message of a fan that new players and all this can experience or like together and all that, I was worried because I'm like, and then playing through 15, my worries were definitely justified. Looking at 16 and hearing what Yoshi P is saying and looking at how this is being built and the time and effort that's being placed into making sure that they create a proper game and make sure that it's something that longtime fans can be proud of, I'm excited. I'm excited.
I didn't have an issue with
Yoshi P.
15 battle system. I thought it was fun.
Story.
Like the game itself was fun. It's just the story wasn't hitting.
Story's trash. But
Like 15, I like the whole, Noctis teleporting. They made it better that you can switch the parties and all that stuff now with the Royal Edition. But I always enjoyed the battle system in 15.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to It's Me Baby Man becoming a member on the channel, joining the WUPS Nation.
Yes, sir. Shout out to you, man.
Shout out to you. And then
Yoshi P been a busy man, yo.
Yeah, he been working on 14
yo.
and 16, man. Like at the same time. So
Yo, it's very it takes a skill to put out all this information, but still not leak the game, or not leak the game, but like spoil anything. Because there's a lot of information that you put out there, but it was more like general information or just concerns or questions that people had for the game, which you pretty much summoned. I remember I was in a space with somebody. I forgot who was hosting the space. A lot of people came in. It was like they worried about 16 and the party system. And yeah, I was in there. Chris was in there. We was telling him like, yo, I don't think you had nothing to worry about when it comes to the party system. You know what I mean? Like that stuff is going to be there. Probably going. And we said it too. We said it in that space. We said it in the videos. Like, yo, yeah, there's going to be focus on Clive. You're going to be playing it, but you're going to think of it like Red 13 and in the remake, the part 1 of remake, of Final Fantasy VII. He was in the game as a party member, but he wasn't playable. He was doing his own actions and things like that. But people, he wasn't trying to listen to that.
Nope. And then Brain Cells on Fire. Shout out to you for the super chat. He says, when you find out the nice teacher lady in Final. Wait, what? When you find out the nice teacher lady in Final Fantasy VII are out here busting it open on the
Honeybee Inn.
At the Honeybee Inn.
Yeah, she was one of the dancers.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Let's move on from that, man. Shout out to Yoshi.
That was a cool little thing too, because you had to like really search around the Honeybee Inn to find her. And you see her in the corner, that's like shame, like, oh my god, I need to make this money.
Hey man, listen, by any means necessary, right?
Yes,
so listen, there is an interesting thing happening, Bari. So next week, Sony is having a Sony Hardware Presentation to show off new hardware that they have coming, new gaming hardware. So they're gonna be having the InZone 8 series headsets, gaming headsets, which has, and all 3 headphones come with 360 spatial audio for gaming, and then they're also coming out with 2 gaming monitors. One is supposed to be 1080p, the other is 4K. And this is how the headset looks. And so next Tuesday, so the presentation is supposed to be the 28th, and it's supposed to have the 3D audio, spatial audio. It's supposed to work. These are supposed to work with the PlayStation 5.
Also comfy.
And I am not gonna lie, this looks very premium in terms of the design. But how you feeling, man?
I'm definitely copping that headset.
Yeah.
I like the look already off it. I like the mic. I do like the ones that's built into the headset itself, but I also like the ones that's outside of it, like this, where you can just flip it up on mute. It just makes your voice sound better when it's out there like that. So I'm assuming that this is going to be probably like a $250 headset.
Yeah,
they
so
created here.
The prices is going to be So the H3, which is the lowest model, that's going to be $99. The H7 is going to be $199, and then the most premium headset, which is the H9, is going to be $300.
Oh yeah, I'm getting an H9 then. Feel me?
And then so shout out to Zuby Tech, by the way. Zuby Tech is
oh man, Zuby out here.
Yeah, he the one that let us know about all this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm thinking that headset, man. I mean, we definitely getting the highest one. Listen, but I'm digging this headset, man. I like the little blue light.
Yeah, that little blue circle, that joint of fire.
Yeah, I'm digging this. The reason why I'm liking this so much too is because it looks premium. It doesn't look like it's a cheaply made headset. It looks like it's very premium. But obviously, we need to get our hands on it in order to see if it is or not. But I'm excited. I'll definitely check it out.
One thing I'm liking when it comes to PlayStation like accessories and peripherals is that they all have like a theme design around the PlayStation 5. That white and black, dual color, type of look.
Yeah.
And every peripheral or accessory has that same theme. So I like the fact that everything is just like you can get every accessory and you have that one current current theme going on with everything.
Yeah.
But as far as when it comes to the monitors, I'm good on that. I got 2 monitors already. I got a 4K and 1440p.
Mm-hmm.
Gucci.
And obviously this is how the wires are gonna look with the receiver and whatnot. So it's pretty cool. Pretty dope, man. I'm digging it. Shout out to Barrington Sampson for becoming a member on the channel, joining the WUPS Nation. Appreciate you joining the WUPS Nation.
Oh, you sound a little different.
Who, me?
Yeah, you was breaking up a little bit.
Does that sound good now?
Yep, yeah. Now you're
That's
back.
probably because the clap was happening. That's why. And then Barrington Sampson for the super chat. Appreciate it. Says, "WUPS, what did I do?" What you mean by that, Barrington? We appreciate
joined
you.
up. He joined up. You know what I mean?
Yes, he did.
My brethren right there. Shout out to my man Barrington Simpson.
So shout out to the headsets. Now, Bari, let's talk about Summer Game Fest for a second. Because you and I both were very, very critical about Summer Game Fest this year. But facts, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. The facts, data, and statistics prove that Summer Game Fest viewership was actually really good this year. So there was 27 million plus live streams, which is up over 8% from 2021. 3.5 million peak concurrent global viewers. Twitter conversations were up 100% year over year. The hashtag, the Game Awards hashtag, was up 69%, and over 6,000 co-streams. And Summer Game Fest will be returning in 2023. What's your thoughts, Bar?
Yeah, that sounds like a huge success as far as like the viewership and how many people tuned in. I think it was smart of Jeff Keighley taking advantage of like, no E3 being there. So a lot of people tuned in, thinking that, yeah, this show is going to be huge and big, like, an E3 event going on. And apparently, according to the numbers, it was pretty big. And I know a lot of people that went there and they did the actual Summer Game Fest play thing where they had the booths and all that stuff. People was enjoying that. So, shout out to Jeff Keighley and, his success when it comes to, delivering a show to replace E3. Me personally, I felt like the show pace-wise, it needed a little bit more work. There was some big announcements there. When I look back at the show and like, as far as things that I'm interested in, there were some big games that were shown there. I just feel like they could have divvied that up or curated that show a little bit better. But hey, man, best wishes to him, and I'm happy that the stuff was successful. That just shows you that gamers are willing to tune in, and if you hype up a show like this, for months upon months or weeks upon weeks, the people's going to tune in and they want to converse. They want to talk about it, and they're going to obviously want to tune in to see some great games. So shout out to the game Jeff Keighley for hosting these things.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with the whole no E3 thing and capitalizing off of that. There was definitely some great things there, but there also was even more lackluster stuff there. And I think the lackluster stuff, well, no, let me not say that. The great things definitely shined very bright, especially getting 16 and all that other stuff with the state of play and a couple of cool things at the Summer Game Fest. I mean, it's a success in Keely's eyes, which is good. It's a success. I mean, having that many people is great. So, I just hope whatever criticisms that he did read or see, I just hope he takes some of that serious. And moving into next year's Summer Game Fest, I do hope he implements some changes, right? And obviously the constructive criticism, not just the this sucks, like the constructive the constructive criticisms. I do hope he takes that seriously and looks into that. But shout out to Keely, man. He's doing his thing, man. He's definitely came through and picked up where E3 left off. So we definitely appreciate you in the community, Keely, Jeff Keely, and Bari.
And just know that a lot of these numbers came from the fact that PlayStation was there.
Facts.
Just saying.
That's a fact, though. Absolutely. But Bari, Thor is the mightiest Avenger, right?
Absolutely.
Well, there might be one even mightier than Thor. Do you want to know who that is?
What? Who is that?
It is Thor. but not Thor. We're talking about Jane Foster's Thor.
Absolutely.
Who is coming to Avengers the game next week, Tuesday. Jane Thor will be in Avengers. Yo, why are they doing, Bari? Why are they doing this?
Yo, I wish it was this week, man. Like,
I want to play as her too, man, to see how she is. Come on.
I'm gonna definitely play as her. There's no way I'm gonna miss out on it, but it's gonna be like a foot dip. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a foot dip, but man.
Yo, listen, Lady Thor combo in the game. Yo, listen. This is really about to be dope. This is about to be awesome. I'm really excited for this. Shout out to Crystal Dynamics for keeping bringing new heroes and stuff to the game and keeping it updated. I definitely want to play as Jane Foster and see how different she is from the regular Thor and how her skill tree is laid out and whatnot. And she's also going to have a lot of comic book inspired costumes as well in there. So the costume is going to be on point. She's going to be on point.
And that's what we've been telling people. When it comes to the whole, that's why you don't have gear that looks different and all that stuff, because a lot of the outfits that they have is comic book inspired. You know what I mean? So,
yep.
People didn't want to listen to it.
Yep. So, yeah, guys, listen, and obviously this is free. You don't got to pay for this. Like in terms of the character, it's coming like it's a free update. So, I'm excited. I can't wait to see what comes of that. And let me know, man. I know a lot of people hate Avengers, so a lot of people gonna look at that and be like, ew. Ew, what's that? No one wants to play that.
Bad timing is coming out, but I'm excited for this, real talk.
Yeah, I am as well.
I'm curious to see how different she's gonna be. I know she's gonna be different, but I just want to see what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I feel like she might. I don't know. Like it'll be interesting to see how it works. I can't really. I don't want her to just be a carbon copy in terms of like the fighting and whatnot. But we'll see what happens. I got faith they'll do right by it. But all right, man. Listen, Barry, let's talk about Gotham Knights real quick, because Gotham Knights comes out October 25th.
25th.
Yeah,
I think that is.
And in a recent interview that the devs did, a question came up about Gotham's world, like the world, and like Gotham City, like will it have is it going to be like a full open world, like what are we looking at here? And so the developers, it was Floor Marty, who was the executive producer, and the game director Jeff Eleanor went into some length on how the game is making, how the team is making this game's Gotham the best version of the city. So according to Marty, this specific version of Gotham that's being featured in Gotham Knights is going to be the biggest city the most comprehensive edition yet. Compounded on that, Marty also explained that Gotham Knights is a very dense and vertical city that allows for extremely layered locations. This in turn means that Gotham Knights echoes Marvel's Spider-Man in regards to its overworld, allowing for an interesting gameplay loop no matter what the player might be doing. Bari, when you hear that, especially with it being compared to Marvel's Spider-Man's world, when you hear that,
slick.
Bari, when you hear that, what you thinking, man? Listen, I'm excited for Gotham Knights, but you comparing it to Spider-Man? Come on now.
Yeah, the only reason why they're doing that, I'm not saying that the world's not going to be big, is that they know that this is let's compare it to the biggest comic book game to come out ever as far as popularity and sales. Let's compare it to that, and hopefully people can tune in for that. But we'll be the judge of that. Whoever wrote this article will be the judge when it comes to the world. But I'm not denying that the world is going to be huge. The Gotham games, the Arkham games. I mean, the world's pretty big in those games outside of the first game. But yeah, I'm not surprised by that. And the fact that now they are only working on next gen consoles with this, I'll be surprised if the world was small. You know what I mean? Like, you got all this hardware that you can work with. Spruce it up a little bit, or expand upon the world. But yeah, I'm excited for Gotham Knights. I can't wait to play. I know they're going to be having some new gameplay coming real soon, because they just did the Nightwing character trailer. So I know each character is going to get their trailers to showcase what they can do. But I mean, big world co-op, I'm all for it, man.
Yeah, I agree. I'm hyped for Gotham Knights. It's a day one. We definitely on that heavy. I also think that it being next gen only, and they're saying it's gonna have this is gonna be the biggest version of Gotham City, very dense. I'm excited, man. This game already has me like on 10 when it comes to excitement. So this is a no-brainer. It's a day one. I'm excited. I'm there. We're gonna be playing it. I'm gonna be playing it. So yeah, shout out.
They said they're gonna have more than 40 suits across each 4 playable characters as well. So
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of costumes. 40 suits across those characters. It's gonna be a lot of mix and matching, man. Although I think the digital deluxe suits, those stealth suits, what do you call it? Like those sleek stealth suits that they have.
Yeah, I know. People don't have that heavy.
I'm gonna be on, that's what I'm wearing, especially with Batgirl. Absolutely. But all right, let's move on. So listen, Bari, next week, June 29th, which is a Wednesday, we are getting a Star Ocean, the Divine Force live stream, and it's gonna be 40 minutes. 40 minutes of showing, and it's going to be going underway at 7 a.m. in the morning. What?
Oh, Japanese time.
It's going to be at 7 a.m. in the morning. I'm going to be up to watch this. But this game is obviously slated to release on PS4 and PS5. They said 2022 as well, so we might be getting a date here as well. How you feeling, Bari?
Yeah, this game is slated to come out 2022. Yeah, the fact that we're getting a 40-minute, show for this game, I'm very interested in the game. I'm a huge fan of like Star Ocean's series, even though I wasn't the biggest fan of the last game. But hopefully the main protagonists of these games, 'cause I know you can choose between different characters, they have a compelling, story written for them. You know what I mean? Not no third wheel. Let me just join for the ride type of character. So yeah, I'm excited for it, man. I know the gameplay is going to be good, because Star Ocean's gameplay is pretty good when it comes to their battle system and their action and all that stuff. But yeah, we're definitely going to be tuning in and see what they got to deliver, and we're going to see if it does come out this year, because it's still slated to come out this year, but we'll see if it come out this year.
There's a few games coming from Square that are slated, like Diofield and Valkyrie Elysium are supposed to be coming out this year as well. So it'd be interesting to see where those games land, especially with Starfield and all these Star Ocean releasing this year. second half of this year is looking pretty packed. You know, so something might get pushed into 2023. I got that feeling. But I'm excited for this.
Might get pushed, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited for this this showcase. I'm really excited for this Star Ocean game. What we've seen with that first trailer, I think it looked great. So I can't wait. I'm glad that we're getting updates, and you know, I'm there day one. Day one. It's a day one. Put the pre-orders up. It's a day one. All right, man.
What if the gameplay looks like ass? Is it a day one?
Nah, it's not. It's not. But the first trailer that we saw, the gameplay looked good. It looked really good.
The game looked good. It just had a few little frame hiccups, but
which
that
I
was
feel
like
like
last year.
Yeah, that was last year. No, that was this year. That's a good question.
It was at the PlayStation.
Yeah, it was at the PlayStation Japanese State of Play. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was this year. That was earlier this year. I think that was what, February, March, or something like that. So
it was early this year.
We'll see. But yo, last bit of news: Ember Labs, man. Listen, Ember Labs, they created Kena Bridge of Spirits, and so they recently there was an interview done. There was a studio spotlight on Ember Labs done, and they spoke about how they kind of got this how PlayStation and Ember Labs kind of came together and how this project became fully realized. Man, I just want to highlight a couple of things that were said here, Bari. So this portion here says, as news developers, they were able to use the experience pitching projects from their previous life of producing commercials. So they put together a strong presentation of who they were, where they wanted to go with the game, and spotlight the takeaway experience for players. And so Josh said about their strategy to catch Sony's attention. After the presentation, I think the team at SIE and PlayStation immediately saw the potential in our title, and I think that speaks a lot about who they are as publishers. They saw the potential even in the early phase. They fostered it and wanted to see it flourish. They have been our champions from the very beginning and knew we had something special to share with the world. And I just want to read this last part, and then we can talk about it. And this support from SIE extended beyond the Future of Gaming showcase reveal. Ember Labs had initially planned on developing Kena Bridge of Spirits for the PlayStation 4, but then a PlayStation 5 dev kit arrived. To be honest, it was, and this is Josh saying this, to be honest, it was a little bit out of nowhere, but also as consumers, we kind of knew something was coming. But once we had access to the technology, we needed to ask how the game was going to look. What will the challenges be to port it to the new platform? What are our goals to have Kena on PS5? Mike said about next-gen development. To SIE team's credit, they provided us with a lot of trust, but knew that in order to present Kena properly, we needed to start touching the hardware and developing it for a new platform. Once we were provided with access, there was this mutual sense of, you guys are in the mix now for next generation. Bari, PlayStation, I know you're listening. When you gonna scoop these guys up? When are you gonna scoop Ember Labs up? They put out a banger with Kena Bridge of Spirits. But from what it's looking like here, Bari, it looks like there was a strong relationship and a very good start to this relationship with what they're saying and what PlayStation did, especially taking the initiative like that with the PS5 dev kit. What's your thoughts on all this?
Yeah, man. Yeah, this was a good read. I mean, we got some of this information early on when Kena was being developed before it came on PlayStation 5 and 4. But this was like a full, detailed stuff of how they pitched, the game and how they got PlayStation attention, which is great. And what's intriguing about this is that it's not on the actual PlayStation blog; it's on the SIE blog. That's more like developer, type focus stuff. Like, it's not in a typical PlayStation blog that they put this article on. So yeah, it's interesting that it's on here rather than the other, PlayStation blog, because this is more centered around like first party stuff. You know what I mean? On the SIE blog. But yeah, I'm happy to hear that PlayStation they got the interest of PlayStation because these guys have been doing like commercials and they've been doing like 3D animations and all that stuff for years upon years, and this is like their first game, and it's not easy to get the trust of like a big publisher like that when you're trying to pitch your first game. It has to be something like spectacular, in my opinion. But it grabbed their attention, and the game came out great. I mean, I loved every minute of Kana, from the visuals to the gameplay, to the challenge. So yeah, I'm just happy to hear that these guys were pretty successful with the first game that they created, and just see what they got up next, for their next game, or probably continue another Kana story, dealing with other people or other spirits or whatnot.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm happy to see that the relationship with Ember Labs and PlayStation is so strong out the gate, because that allows for, when devs are happy and when they're able to create, how they want, we get better games. I think Kana Bridge of Spirits was definitely a top 3 game last year, especially for it to be the first game from this team in the studio. It lets the type of people that are working there, like, they're very passionate, very, their vision, very creative. And I think PlayStation, this is something I've always said about PlayStation. I think PlayStation is very, like, they're very good at seeing the potential in the right people, right? And cultivating that potential, or feeding that potential even more, so that the world can fully see how great those developers are. They're very, very good at picking the right teams, the right studios, the right developers. Even with the third-party deals they do, I think they're very good at whoever's in charge. Well, we know who's in charge of that, but that hindsight and that eye for detail it's immaculate at PlayStation. So shout out to PlayStation. Shout out to Ember Labs. I can't wait to see what your next project is. I'm excited. And, it's definitely going to get supported over here at PlayStation, always. But yo, listen.
Facts.
That was the news. I know it's pretty quick this week, Bari. When it comes to the news, I think next week with God of War, and it's gonna be we're gonna talk a lot about that, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like a lot of news, but it was big news that came out this week. So.
Yes. Oh, trophies. Yo, listen, I always forget, guys. If you made it this far in the show, I'm gonna give you a lot of trophies. I forgot to give y'all trophies in the beginning of the show. I always forget.
Hey, yo, Viper will remind you every week, yo.
I know.
Viper
I always
play
forget.
Around. Stop playing with that man trophies. Yo.
I know. I always forget, man. I'm gonna give y'all trophies, man. That's for trophies from the beginning of the show, and now at the end of the news portion of the show. But all right, listen, we are in the discussion portion of the show, and this show is special because it's our first membership topics choices in terms of our discussion. So
Yes,
about 8 of you threw some topics at us of what you thought we should talk about. Me and Bari, we looked through all of them, we read through all of them, and we decided on the 2 or 3 that we're going to talk about for the show this week. So I'm gonna let Bari start us off, man. Bari, what topic did you choose? And read out what the topic was. So who did you choose and read it out?
Hold on, let me switch on over. I just switched back to it. Hold on, I got you. One second. All right, so the topic I chose for this week, Persona.
Oh, wait, before you do that, let me get the super chat. Yo, Viper, man, appreciate you for the super chat. He says, PlayStation knows who to give free stuff to. They know who to F with and who not to F with. Again, not the podcast for this. WUPS salute. Yo, shout out to you, Viper. All right, trust me, we know, Viper, 100%. Trust us. Appreciate you always, Viper. All right, so Bari, what topic did you choose this week?
I chose the topic from my man UNIKRONN over from across the pond in the UK. He says, a what if scenario? PlayStation brought back a franchise or one-off game from another era of PlayStation, mobile, handheld, VR, or console. What would you want them to do with it? And how would you like them to carry it forward into the future? Which team would you like Would you like to shepherd this franchise or build a new studio around it? Very, very
very detailed question.
Yeah, great question.
Very great, yeah, very good question.
You know, it's something I spoke about in the past, especially when it comes to Japan studios. You know, where everybody was talking about, calm down, January, calm down, January. And now that the fact that we got these classic games coming back, yeah, like one of the games I would love for them to bring back is that Wild Arms, type of game. Back in not just Wild Arms in itself, but a classic JRPG PlayStation first party game. Yeah, so that would be the franchise. No, not the franchise, but the one-off game is probably like Wild Arms, or a lot of people say like Legends Dragoon. But I would love for Wild Arms, because Wild Arms got like a series in itself.
Yeah.
And you have characters that's already built in, where like something like Legend Dragoon is like a one-off, just a single game. As far as like carry it forward, yeah, just revitalize that series and make it into like a future franchise, like something like what they did with Horizon, but it's just a JRPG type of game like Wild Arms. Which studio? That is interesting there. The only people I can really say that I would like to see do it is Team Asobi, because some of them were a part of Japan studios, or build a new studio around it. Yeah, that could work as well. You can build a new studio around it, but I would like PlayStation.
Team Asobi still has a lot of the Japan studio people, so I feel like that would probably be the best studio though.
Yeah, it wouldn't be centered around just the Wild Arms series in itself, but just to have that their own Japanese studio creating JRPGs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Turn-based action, whatever it is. And most likely probably build around a studio, build a studio around that. You know what I mean? That focuses around that. Like Square Enix have a studio that they built last generation, where it focusing on like those retro type of RPG games, like I Am Setsuna, Lost Spare, Oninaki. But I would like PlayStation to do something like that, similar, but on a grander scale, a bigger scale. You know what I mean? Like that's something like a Final Fantasy XVI type graphics and gameplay, or if it's turn based, but it's in that scope. But it's PlayStation owned.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a great question. But if to answer fully, if it was something, definitely Wild Arms, because I'm playing that game again. I'm just having a great time playing that game, and I'm like, yeah, I wish PlayStation. Every time I boot that game, I'm like, yo, I wish PlayStation would just, bring this stuff back. You know what I mean? I would love to see them bring these type of games back in that, the current game type treatment when it comes to these JRPG games.
Yeah. To answer UNIKRONN's question, for me personally, I would actually want an Order 1886 too. Just because I feel like that game, it started strong. Like I think the gameplay, the story, everything about that game is great. The boss fights too repetitive, right? Especially at the very end, you fighting another damn wolf. It's like, come on. But I think the game itself and what's there is very solid. I like Galahad. I like the team. I like the combat. I like the world and whatnot. I think that stuff is great. I think with an Order 1886 Part 2, I feel like it would rectify a lot of that stuff. You can make a much bigger, much more grander game, right? Because, power to PS5 and, learning from your mistakes and things like that. I would love for them to do that. And in terms of who I would want to do that from PlayStation, honestly, I would probably give that to Sony Ben. The reason why I say
Sony Santa Monica.
Sony Santa Monica, I would give it to either Sony Ben or Naughty Dog, because I feel like Naughty Dog has a lot of experience with dealing with like those more grounded, like real world grounded, but like mystical enemy type things, like like werewolves and and demons and all that stuff. I feel like Naughty Dog would be good with that. The reason why also I think Sony Ben would also be good with that is because looking at what they did with Days Gone, right? You know, with the freakers and the zombies and trying to bring a human element into that post-apocalyptic world and whatnot, I feel like they would do a good job at creating a Order 1886 world that would really be like super on point. So those are the two studios I would give it to 100%. You know, shout out to UNIKRONN for that. So for me, the topic that I chose was from GIAN-GIANTHADON. Shout out to GIAN-GIANTHADON, man. So his topic was, what's the first PS3 game that made you think, wow, this is next gen? When the PS3 first launched. First off, shout out to GIAN-GIANTHADON again. I appreciate you with that topic. I thought that was great. So for me personally, the PS3 game that made me say, yo, this is next gen was Resistance Fall of Man. Now hear me out. Resistance had server select, it had dedicated servers, and it had the in-game voice chat and all this other stuff. And it had all of these different weapons, the big maps. It was a game that I really sunk a lot of time into. I met a lot of awesome people online too from that game. That was one of like the first games that I was playing online on PS2 because I was playing like, you know, NFL Streets and SOCOM and all that stuff on PS2. But PS3 was really where I got my whole foot into online gaming, like deep into it. And Resistance Fall of Man was one of the first games. Obviously, I had a 360 before that, so I was playing Halo and all that other stuff. But Resistance Fall of Man on the PlayStation side was really where I really got deep into that online gaming on the PlayStation side. And Resistance Fall of Man, I met so many awesome people that I'm still cool with to this day. The server select, the dedicated servers, shotgun. For those who know PS3 days, remember shotguns on the bus yard? I think we all, if you played Resistance Fall of Man at launch on PS3, we all remember shotguns at the bus yard. You understand? That was whenever you was beefing, like, because there was because you could create your own clans and stuff like that on Resistance Fall of Man. So the clan that I was in was called Tops, right? And we were the top clan. And whenever we had beef with another clan, we would either create like create a server for all of us to go into to do our matches, like our scrimmage, and we would do shotguns on a bus yard. Shotguns on a bus yard was like your Nuketown type of map. And listen, shotguns on a bus yard, you running around, you do your thing, you busting it, and yo, that's how it is. Or we would do snipers on the helipad. The helipad is not the name of the map. I forgot the name of the map, but we would do snipers on the helipad or shotguns on the bus yard. And I put a lot of time into that. And during that time, I was so on it and so amazed at just like the amount of people I was meeting, the amount of things I was doing. Resistance Fall of Man is such a great game. I want that game back so bad. I need that game back so bad. It's such a good game, such a good series, honestly. So that's the game for me. What about you, Bari?
So the game for me, I got my PlayStation 3 in 2006, where I had the MotorStorm 80 gig bundle. But that day I bought a lot of games, you know, Modern Warfare, NBA 2K, I think it was like 2006 or something like that. Heavenly Sword, Uncharted, and there was another game I forgot. I know I had bought a lot of games, but the first game I booted up was Uncharted, bro. And that's when I was like, wow, whoa, this is next gen, because everybody know when you booted up Uncharted and you first played Uncharted and you got to that first level after the cutscene and all that stuff, what you was doing after the whole, you know, the boat thing and all that stuff, what you was doing. You was rolling around in that water. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yep. You was rolling around in that water, yo. No, yeah. So yeah, matter of fact, it wasn't 2006. It was 2007 then. But 2006, that's when the PlayStation first came out. 2007 is when I first got it because I got the like I said, the MotorStorm bundle with that, and that came out a year after the original PlayStation. So my bad on that. And yo, rolling around the water and seeing Drake getting wet, and he's wiping his face off. He's patting his shirt and fixing his clothes, and all the animation that was going on and everything, the dialogue and all that stuff. I was like, yeah, this is next gen right here, man. That was super impressive for me. The first game I booted up, and I was just like, yo, this is next gen, man. Yo, we are here. You know what I mean? So yeah, for me, it was definitely Uncharted, the first one. Love that game. I know it's very underrated now because, you know, all the other games that came out, but I would never forget, you know, just loving that first game and just rolling around the water for like 20 minutes. Like, yo, look, I'm getting wet. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah. Uncharted also was like really amazing during that time. And that was one of the first games that ushered in the mocap that we use now.
Mm-hmm.
Legendary. You feel me?
Yeah, man. Like when you saw those facial expressions and the body language and all that stuff going on, the cutscenes and all that stuff on Uncharted, yo, that joint was next gen, bro. You know, it was a big step up from like Jack and Daxter and Crash that Naughty Dog was creating. So it was like, yo, this was amazing when I first pulled that up.
Yeah, I agree. And then shout out to DC Gamer. Appreciate you for the super chat. Says they really need to bring back SOCOM. That game was the GOAT back in the day. 100%. I don't know why they dragging their ass on that.
Yeah, yo, SOCOM got booted off a lot of online matches in SOCOM, man. Because when your mom or whoever else picked up that phone, it was a wrap. You know what I mean?
That was it. All right, and then last one, right? Shout out to UPCHUCKGAMING. He put this topic because he knew he knew we had to talk about this, Bari. So shout out to UPCHUCKGAMING. So Chuck's topic is, should fighting games have Rumble? Bari, I'm gonna start with you. Should fighting games have Rumble?
Yo, that came from a spaces we was in the other day. Yo, shout out to Aaron, man, where he brought up, I think he was leaning towards more like beat 'em ups than fighting games, but it kind of went into fighting games. But for me personally, my answer was when I got to understand what he was talking about, is if it's going to attract more people to buy fighting games, you know, for a feature set like that, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? For me personally, I'm gonna have that option turned off because that's just too much to throw me off, you know, as I'm in a match or doing something with a combo wise. That's something else I got to focus on, just to make sure this combo hit or this setup or whatnot. You know what I mean? A little too much for me. But if that would attract, you know, other people that typically don't get into fighting games or don't play fighting games, you know, a feature set like that will attract them to buy the game or give it a try, and I'm all for it. You know what I mean? That was my ultimate answer. But yeah, I don't think they necessarily need it. I don't think anybody would want rumble or vibration in a fighting game. But hey, you know, that was something that opened my eyes with that question or that thing right there.
Mr. J. Bari.
Oh my God.
Mr. J. Bari. Oh yes,
yeah,
I'm back.
Was he on vacation?
I was on vacation. Listen, I don't know what was happening last week. I heard last week's episode, and I don't know why Persona was trying to do this funny impersonation of me. I do not appreciate Persona trying to mimic me when I interrupt his show, y'all's show. You understand? I think it's very rude and very disrespectful. I had a talk with Persona, and he said that
it's rude to interrupt the show in itself. Go ahead.
That's a bad faith argument. Listen, right? I'm glad that this Rumble topic is here.
Oh my God! The Rumble should be in Game Pass,
yes.
right?
Rumble should be in all games. If Rumble is not in a game, you're taking away features. Why am I paying $70 for a game that does not have Rumble? You are advocating for developers to take features out of a game, but still expect you to pay the same price, Mr. J. Bari. Can you explain that to us? Can you explain that to us?
Do you play fighting games, Mr. Game Politician?
That's a bad faith question. That's a bad faith question. Okay? That's not the point. I shouldn't have to play the games to speak on the blatant anti-consumerism
what question
that's
can
going
you
on.
answer, man? Everything is a bad faith question, brother.
Because you ask these disingenuous questions that try to tie me up because you're trying to embarrass me in front of the chat. I won't allow it.
No, you embarrassing yourself when you coming on the
no.
PlayStation podcast every goddamn week we get with your horrible arguments.
No, unacceptable. It's quite disgusting that you are sitting here and speaking to the audience and actually advocating for developers to take features out of games, but still expect you to pay $60 or $70.
So you want Rumble in the fighting games?
Yes, Rumble should be in all games.
Why would you want that in the fighting game, Mr. Game?
Because it's a feature on the controller, right? If it's a feature on the controller, it should be a feature in the game.
Let's talk about your preferred platform and the features on that controller.
Let's go. What do you want to talk about? It's bad. It's not about that, though. It's not about that, okay? It doesn't matter if the features are there or not, because if the game is going into Game Pass, I'm not expected to pay $60 or $70. It's the fact that on your preferred platform, Mr. J. Bari, you are asking for features to be taken out of a game, but still paying the full price. This is anti-consumer. Hold on, Persona. Hold on.
Hey, your Persona, man. Get this man.
Listen, hold on. Let me get my thoughts out. So this is the Game Pass.
Sorry about that, bro. So I'm so sorry about that, bro. I don't know what happened.
You gotta let me know when you're going to, get some water or take a bathroom break. You gotta let me know, man.
My fault,
we
man.
got a private chat, man.
My fault, man. My fault. I ran to the bathroom real quick. I was holding it since we started the podcast. I didn't want to fuck up my kidneys. My fault, man. My fault. Okay. I don't know why I told him stay away from the mic. It's not good to be on the mic like that. He keeps doing it though. It's very rude, very disrespectful. Chat, I'm sorry. Gaming politician does not know how to behave and act.
Very rude.
Very rude. Very rude. Very disgusting. Very rude and disgusting. Shout out to these super chats, man. Your Viper says, yeah, fighting games should. I need you to feel this ass whooping. And then shout out to Aaron for the 55 seek. Appreciate you, Aaron.
Hey, wrong. Yo, in fighting game, you definitely gonna feel the ass whooping without Rumble.
Absolutely.
You
gonna feel it in your ego.
Trust me.
You gonna feel it in your ego. But now, on a serious note, in terms of Rumble in games, well, in fighting games, let me be specific. I don't think, we were talking about this yesterday. I don't see Rumble in like a fighting game or a shooter. Does not seem logical to me. That does not seem like something that I would personally want. And honestly, yeah, there may be some people who like that, but I really do feel like once you start getting shot or shooting and you fighting and you feeling all that shit in your hands, I feel like you're gonna want to turn that off. Now, if developers put that in, it's just gonna get turned off from me. I mean, when I first got on COD during Cold War, when we first got our PS5s, I felt when we had the adaptive triggers, it's on by default. When I clicked that trigger and felt that, I said, "Oh no, oh no, no, oh no, we've got to turn that shit off." Oh, absolutely not. And in a fighting,
even in COD, I turn off vibration when I'm playing online because you have things like screen shake and all that stuff that can throw your aim off a little bit.
Yeah, and in fighting games, if I'm feeling my whenever I throw a punch or hit or throw a Hadouken or whatever, and I'm feeling all that vibration in my hands, one, that's going to drain the controller. Two, that just does not feel comfortable to me, man. That's just not comfortable. It's not comfortable. It's not fun. It's not something that I personally want in fighting games or shooters. It doesn't need to be. And I honestly think that people who play these games, if it was that big of a problem, you would hear a bigger fuss about it from the community. I don't really see people in the community making forum post or tweeting devs saying, "Hey, why is there no Rumble in this game?" Are you seeing that, Bari? I have never seen that before.
I'm not seeing that, but like I said, like, that space opened up my eyes. That people, it was like 3 people in there. It was like, yeah, that would be cool for them to have that. Like I said, if that could attract people more to playing the games, then hey, it is what it is. But
Yeah.
like, I play most fighting games on a fight stick anyway. There's no vibration on this.
Nope. So yeah, shout out to Chuck for that topic, man. I thought that topic was pretty cool. Shout out to Aaron again for the 10 seek. Appreciate you, bro.
So Aaron, what are you trying to say? I think he's sending a super chat, but he's not putting the comment in there.
He's not putting no messages in there. I don't know why.
Let me see what he's saying. He said, "Damn, YouTube is out here, boomer." So can't work the super chat. But yeah, this topic kind of came from Aaron and his thoughts. His thoughts was basically saying that he would like to feel vibration when he's actually hitting someone, not actually when he's getting hit, but when he's hitting someone, to get that that response that, oh, I'm hitting someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where the original topic came from. That he went to the whole vibration and all that.
Yeah. But yeah, man, yo, this was a pretty quick show. We out of here before 1. That's kind of dope.
Yo, before 1, what?
Yeah, I know, right?
This man Persona run a tight shift.
Hey, yo, yeah. But yo, man, listen, we appreciate y'all in the chat. We appreciate all the people that's gonna watch this later. Bari, man, we in our out.
Good vibration. Did you give people the platinum?
Oh yeah, yo, listen, if you made it to the end of the show, we're gonna give you these trophies and this platinum. You understand? Oh, y'all can't even hear it. Oops. Do it again. And we're gonna give y'all that platinum. Hey, y'all got 89 platinums, man. That's a lot of platinums. That is a lot of platinums, man. Y'all getting these trophies out here, man. Y'all getting these trophies. Bari, give us your outro. Let the people know what you got coming up, which might not be much because you you going dark.
Yes, sir.
But let the people know what you got coming.
Yeah, man. So yeah, once again, great show, guys. We appreciate everybody that came through and hit the like button, all the super chats, all the new subscribers and members. But thank you for supporting What's Up PlayStation podcast. I mean, all the new guys, all the veterans. 89 episodes. That is nothing easy to do on a consistent basis. So you guys, we see the love and appreciation that you guys show, and it definitely inspires us to come every week and do these shows for you guys. But with that being said, next week is going to be a busy week. I'm not going to be home. I'm going to be on the road, so we're not going to be having a show for 4th of July. So all you guys that celebrate the 4th of July, enjoy that. Enjoy the barbecue, enjoy the fireworks, enjoy all that good stuff during that weekend, man. Just go outside, sit outside, get a nice little chair, get some sun, you know what I mean, and enjoy your weekend. Also, the weekend of the 28th, July 28th is my birthday, so that weekend I won't be home as well. So we won't be doing a podcast that week as well, man. So July is a very busy month, but July is going to also be the first month that we actually do giveaways here on the channel. But when it comes to my content on my channel and what I'm going to be doing, I'm actually creating a Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge like swag combo video, showcasing everybody and like what they can do as far as like combo potential and loops and stuff like that. So I'm almost done on that. I'm also working on a DNF dual online arcade Seas of Volition tournament trailer. Just to build some hype for that tournament coming up. I'm going to be finishing that up this weekend. And we're going to see, depending on what news is coming out, if I'm going to actually do a show or whatnot, but most likely I won't, because I'm going to be in the lab. I'm going to be, playing some rank, online matches and DNF duel when that releases. So So yeah, if anything, I'll have like DNF dual content coming out next week before 4th of July. But once again, thank you guys for supporting WUPS, and we'll see you guys when we see y'all, man.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. It's definitely gonna be Bari gonna be out of town a lot this month, or next month, I should say. So it's gonna be pretty quiet at the home of WUPS. But for me personally, my name is Persona Gamer with Persona. I was your host this week. For me, when Persona speaks Monday, we're gonna definitely talk about a couple things. Especially if we get that God of War announcement, that's definitely gonna be a hype show. That's gonna be a hype show for sure. Trust. What else I got coming? I'll probably talk about a couple other things throughout the week.
So what if the pre-orders go live too next week?
Yo, listen, next Thursday, next week, I'm gonna make sure I'm signed into my PlayStation Direct. I'll make sure I signed in and ready, so that when the shit go up, I missed the Firefly edition, bro. I'm not missing this, bro.
And they still ain't restocked that.
Nope, they did not restock that, bro. So I'm gonna make sure I'm signed in. I'm ready to go, so that when I refresh and that shit is there, all I gotta do is click, done. I'm not playing around this time. I'm not playing around, because I'm so tight that I missed that Firefly edition. And they selling that shit on eBay for $400. Fuck out of here, man. No. I'll probably do a game stream or something like that this week as well. Stream some Turtles or something else. I'll stream something. But yeah, and if the God of War State of Play is this week, well, no, it is this week. I'm speaking it into existence. God of War State of Play is gonna be next Thursday. So I'm definitely gonna be doing live reactions to that, right? The Sony Hardware Showcase, I think it's gonna be early in the morning on Tuesday. But what I'll probably do is just do a video or do a stream talking about the hardware and going over what they talk about. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's it from me. But listen, guys, it's been good. It's been fun. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can follow me on Twitter at Persona Speaks. You can follow Bari on Twitter at @jbari_. And listen, man, shout out to the new members. Shout out to the new subs. Shout out to all the super chats. Shout out to the subscribers. Shout out to the lurkers. Shout out to the first timers. We appreciate all of y'all here at What's Up PlayStation Podcast. I was your host this week. This was episode 89. And guys, always remember, What's Up PlayStation Podcast is a podcast for the community, by the community. It's been your boy.
On point.
Always. It's been your boy Persona. And I'm out. Peace.